Hey guys, welcome to the next part of the series. Today we're going to be talking about the whole cleanup process of our piece. So as I mentioned on yesterday's, it was yesterday because I was recording yesterday, but in the last video, the base and the legs are nicely printed. I'm going to show them as soon as we're done with this one, but I'm going to show you what you need to do once you finish a printing process, okay? So follow me along over this side. And of course, first of all, we need to get a new pair of gloves. Unfortunately, this is, we create a lot of residue, a lot of garbage when we're doing this process. There's some people that I've seen that they recycle their gloves. I don't recommend it because as soon as you get some resin on them, the risk of getting that resin on your skin can be quite high. So the print is done. I'm gonna turn off the machine just to make sure everything is safe. If you want, you can unplug the USB, that's fine. We're gonna remove the cover, and as you can see, this is how the print looks once it's finished. All of the supports are coming from the base and our piece is right there in the middle. From just this visual right now, I can see that pretty much everything printed nicely. You can see the little hand there at the bottom, and all of the pieces are working fine. So here's the process. First, I'm gonna make sure my bottles are open. It's a very common mistake I make sometimes when I forget to open the bottles, and then when I try to open them, I get resin all over the place. You don't want that. We're gonna go with our metal scraper. We're gonna be using this one, very important. And I am gonna unlock the platform over here. So just soften the little bolt right here. And there we go. Be careful with the resin that's still on the plate because it can fall down and it can fall on your skin. And there you go, look at that. The face is looking amazing, the whole body, everything's looking fine. Here's where you're gonna immediately see if something's wrong, like if you missed a spot or if there's flat elements or anything. Right now, I don't see things. I do see that a couple of things are really, really thin. So for instance, the crown over here, it does look a little bit too thin. So those are the things that I would correct for other versions of this piece. But yeah, everything looks nice. So very carefully with our spatula, with of course the sharp side, we're gonna go under the piece. It does require a little bit of more strength than you might think, and some newer plates actually are really, really good, and they hold the print really nicely. So you might need a little bit more force that you're used to, but be careful because we don't want to break anything, right? So very, very careful here. There we go. And the first part goes into our alcohol bath, and then the second part, which is the head, same thing. Just try to find a nice entrance point, because we want to be very, very careful. Don't apply too much force though, because you could move the platform itself, and that's gonna change the way. So there we go, careful there. Goes into that dirty alcohol bath. Now, I'm gonna grab a nice piece of towel over here, and with the clean alcohol, I'm gonna dip it in there, and I'm gonna clean the platform. Make sure you clean the platform every single time after you're done with a print job, because if you want to start a new print job, this thing has to be perfectly clean. So using clean alcohol right here, we're gonna make sure to clean this thing very, very thoroughly. And you guys remember, we mentioned this, every single thing that touched a resin is gonna go onto this little garbage can right there, because we are not supposed to mix it with normal garbage. Dry it out. Make sure the platform is nice and dry. And that's it. We're ready for the next print. So just get this in here, screw it back in, make sure it's really tight up here. We don't want any wobbling, and we bring the element back. So at this point, you can start a new print job over here. Just plug in the USB again, select the file, and off you go. Now, over here, since this is a big print, I'm gonna add a little bit more alcohol. So we're just gonna fill this bag a little bit more. I'm also gonna add a little bit more over here. As I mentioned in the last video, it's really cheap if you know where to find $10 for this whole thing, so pretty good. We're gonna close the bag right here, and very softly, we're gonna let the elements soak there. People recommend about 30 seconds of soaking so that most of the resin gets off of the element. Don't shake it. I wouldn't recommend shaking it heavily unless it's a very solid piece, because it could break. You saw that we have some fragile objects here on our element. So we want to make sure that we are very, very gentle. And usually the concentration of alcohol should be more than enough to get rid of the excess resin. Now that we're ready, let's start with the head. So I'm going to bring the head here. And we are going to give it a second bath, but I'm going to start removing the supports. So as you can see, we have all of the supports over there. And very carefully, very, very carefully, I'm just going to start peeling them off. For the size of this sculpture, most of the supports, as you can see here, are going to be peeling very, very easily, to be honest. But if you're working with like really tiny miniatures for like D&D and stuff like that, you might need to be a little bit more careful. And some people recommend using warm water. Warm water will soften the supports and it will make it a lot easier. So you can see here how, oh, okay, we got a break. That's fine, that's fine. I'll show you how to fix it. So this is one of the problems that we get. As you see here, it's really thin. So we're gonna have to fix this one later. So let's just keep adding or removing the supports there. Let's remove the supports over here as well. Very carefully. There we go. Let's go over here. Let's keep this piece. I'm going to place this piece, the one that broke, on the clean alcohol. It's a really thin, it's kind of like a film, which I'm actually kind of surprised that we were able to print it. When things are really thin, sometimes they don't even print, but in this case, it worked. So I'm happy there. I'm not happy that it broke. But that's, again, the kind of things that we need to like prototype and see whether or not they're working. That tells me that the initial sculpture inside of ZBrush was really thin. And we will need to, of course, modify that. So let's keep going here. Now you can see here the little hair tail is trapped like behind supports. That's where the pliers come into play, because you don't want to like accidentally break something that it's like really fragile. So I'm gonna break the supports right there. Again with my pliers. Just like get that out, and that way I can remove this whole section without damaging the hair. You gotta be very careful. Resin, right now this resin, by the way, it's not completely hardened, it's not completely cured, so we need to do another extra process before we're done. There we go. I'm gonna break all of these big pillars right here, so it's a little bit easier to get them out of the inside of the face. There we go. There we go. Now, the face is looking great. Look at that. Beautiful. A really nice detail, really nice proportions, like everything's looking good. There's still a couple of like supports here and there. You can see one there in the center of the hair, maybe. A little bit difficult to focus. So just go there with the pliers and break it down. Now this whole thing goes into our bat. And let's go for the body. Again, just give it a nice wipe there on the alcohol. And we can start removing things. So again, as I mentioned, most of the supports, especially the big ones, they come out fairly easy. Just be very gentle with this whole process. Especially in the fingers, we want to be very careful because things get really thin. And that's it. Now on the base here, like on the skirt, those are relatively easy to get out. You can see how we're getting some nice little dots there. Well, not nice. Those are the supports marks that I've mentioned. We can fill them in later on with a little bit of resin. It's no problem. Careful there on the hand. There's a lot of supports on the hand. So very gently we remove them. With just your fingers should be more than enough. Now these ones, the ones on the bottom, they're definitely like a lot tougher because those are the heavy ones. I've seen some people, and we've mentioned this when we were doing the support process, some people like to do, oh, we got a little bit of a break there as well. See that? Too many supports on that little triangle right there. So we got like a little bit of the armor. I think we're fine if we can leave it like that. It's not like battle damage or something. But that tells me that those pieces were a little bit too thin as well. Oh, you can see my glove broke. Supports are really spiky, so you can't get that kind of stuff happening. Just be careful. As I mentioned before, it's not gonna kill you, like resin's not gonna kill you, but it might irritate your skin a little bit. Now the legs there are floating, so I know that we can just be a little bit more aggressive here, or if we need, just break this with the pliers. There we go. That's the key. Remember, we did this key inside of ZBrush. Just clean the key. Make sure there's no like garbage in the inside there for the supports. And that's it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Look at the level of detail that we were able to get. There's still a couple of supports and a couple of marks that we need to clean. Now, how are you going to clean those? Well, if you need to clean those elements, you can use a sandpaper, like a really, really smooth sandpaper, to sand those little things off. Be very careful with the pliers. We don't want to damage the resin sculpt, because as I mentioned, this is not completely cured just yet. So what could happen is that you scratch it and stuff. Now, usually paint will fix that little, like those scratches once we paint the model. But again, you just want to be as clean as possible. And that's it. Let's just remove some of the extra supports that we got here and there. And things are looking great. Those marks right there, those are supports. Again, just a little bit of sanding, and we're going to be good. Very carefully get that into the alcohol bath. Give it a second alcohol bath right here. And this is the clean alcohol, so we are ready to finish this. Now, one quick test that we can do here is the fit of the head. So if we get this head right there, perfect fit. Okay, that's again the key points that we did. You can see the neck lands very nicely on the whole character, and we're ready to go. Now, the camera's gonna wait here while I get a little thing. Just give me 1 second. There we go. So, as I mentioned, resin needs to cure, okay? There's two ways you can do this. You can grab these pieces and go outside to where the sun is and just leave it on the sun for a couple of like hours, and that's more than enough. Or you can get one of these things right here. This is a UV lamp. They use them for nails on nail salons, and you can use this one to just like give 2 minutes each piece on different sides, and that's gonna bring the whole element together. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Our element is ready, like our pieces are ready. The head is looking really good. I'm just going to do a little bit more cleanup, a little bit more adjustments. I definitely need to paste this back. Now, how are we going to paste it? Once this is cured, we're just going to do a little bit of super glue, and we'll just get this right there so that it's there with the full crown. And yeah, thank you very much, guys. This is it for this video. I'll see you back on the next one. Bye-bye.